All right, another day, another dollar. Here we go. Check this out. We've got the Troy Clog Great Deal products. Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, well, we're back at it with another vlog here. It's actually been a couple of days since I've been able to make a post. Reason being is because we just had a baby. Baby number 3 was born. Let's see, last week, Tuesday, Liz, we had Beckham Cole Fullerton, baby number 3. It's a boy. He was born at about 2:30 on a Tuesday. So forgive me on the lack of making any videos for you guys this last couple of days. Real time, it's the weekend here, just hanging out. And actually I've got some exciting projects that I'm trying to do at the house that I'm gonna take you guys with us on today. So a little bit of a world update, life update. So the Fullertons built their home over the last 18 months. A lot of you guys saw that on our Building It Together YouTube channel. Turned out great. Home's behind us here, looks absolutely beautiful. Liz is over here on the porch, nursing baby, doing the deal. And a lot of great stuff went on with the home, but we still have a lot of work to do. We're gonna be doing the front landscaping here in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. Troy Clog is going to be doing all the hardscaping work. Really excited about that. We've got a beautiful selection of, it's not Bristol Valley, I think it's the Beacon Hill Platinum that we're gonna be doing for a front walkway at the front of the house. So I'm very, very excited about that. They're doing all the paver work, that's from Unilock. And then we're gonna backfill with the planting, the irrigation. I've got my Hunter controller. The Troy Clog irrigation guys are gonna be over. They're gonna be helping us do that. So the front landscaping is gonna get done. Long term, got to do the back area. I want to get a landscaping or a pool set up. I got to recharge the bank account because what I want back here is probably about $200,000. So if anybody wants to lend me that at 2% or donate to your boy because you love the content, call me. Just kidding. So that's going to be on hold for a couple of years, but until then, what I'm doing today is taking you guys with us on the loader. So I'm going to be using the loader all around the property. I've got about 10 yards of topsoil out front that I picked up from site 1. And I'm going to be going around where all the silt fence was and putting some topsoil down and just kind of scattering that around and then seeding that as over where the silt fence was. And then I've got a bunch of bare spots still left from the property, just some spots that are trying to fill in, right? So let me show you guys this really quick. I'll just give you guys a for example, right? So all this down here has to get cleaned up and filled in. Long term, I'm gonna leave this just because we're going to leave a 2-foot landscape bed, probably mulch this all the way down. By the way, we did get a chicken coop. You guys can see that here. This just got delivered the other day. Liz wanted to get chickens because we're trying to eat healthier. We're trying to be a little bit more off the grid. And this is a dream come true for her. We just got this. It was about $3,600 from an Amish dealer and setup just down the road over on the west side of the state. So we just got this as a little chicken run. Is that what they call it, a run? We got the solar powered door so the chickens can come in and out as the sun goes up and down, I guess. We're new to chickens, what do I know? We've got 2 chickens plus 6 more on the way. So we'll have 8 chickens. And the exciting thing, and sorry for the wind, but the exciting thing is that the township that we live in right now bans chickens. So we got some contraband chickens. I don't care, write a letter, you can rat me out because I think 1 in 2 people in this county or in this township have chickens anyway. So the township's in the process of actually changing the laws and the rules and the ordinances to allow people to have chickens. So we know the law is gonna get changed. The board is unanimous on it. It's just a lot of paper pushing at this point, which could take up to 6 months. By then it's fall, winter, so you can't have chickens that are gonna be hardy for winter because they're gonna be babies in the fall, right, if we got them then. So we're getting them now, so they're hardy in the fall, and they can survive their first winter. So if you guys know anything about chickens, leave me some comments down below, send me some message on Instagram. I'd love to see what you guys are doing out there. Let me see if I can pan the rest of this, show you guys the rest of the chicken coop. Not bad for $3,600. We're gonna probably paint it in a couple of months. I guess they have to let the wood dry out a little bit more. Take you guys on a little tour of our chicken coop. This is a what's going on in the Fullerton household edition. So there's the door, and then we've got these guys here. I forget what these are called, perches or something like that. Liz wanted these removable so she could power wash them down and clean them, AKA so I could do that. These are not removable, but I can always pop the boards out or figure out a different way to clean them or something like that. And then here's where the little chickens go. I don't even know what these are called, little beds, you know? So that's where they lay their eggs. All right, so that's volume 1 of what's going on at the Fullerton household. Getting the front landscaping done, getting the chicken coop going. And right now, I'm gonna start with 10 yards of topsoil to fix about 1,600 linear feet of just dirt, right? So how about that for an exciting vlog for you guys today? All right, I'm doing my best. We're kind of, what do they call it? Like home arrest, house arrest? I don't know if we're arrested on anything. That was 2 months ago for me, but homebound. We don't have like to wear a tether or anything, right? Not on our ankle. What's that? Not this time. that's Liz. So let me take you guys with us. Let's unload the loader. Let me know what's going on with you guys, but because we're homebound and kind of stuck here in a good way, this is what I got working on today. So let me get the loader going and you guys can see the dirt all the way over there. All right, let's keep going. The kids are absolutely so cute. They love the equipment. My son crew calls the loader dig because all the noises around the house when they were doing the excavation and bulldozing, they called them dig because they beep, beep. You guys know how it goes. So super cute. One thing that I have loved about this whole setup is the ability to transport the loader in the dump trailer. One thing I don't like about machines as a mow guy is they're strapping your equipment down and then there's using chains and binders. I will tell you guys, using chains and binders has been the bane of my existence. I can't tell you how many bloody knuckles, busted knuckles, scrapes and bangs on my hands, shins, knees, ankles that I've gotten from using binders. I guess it just comes with the territory, right? But we picked those up from our local Bobcat dealer when we got the actual loader. But other than that, this machine has just been such a beast. In this setup, money maker for sure. Every time I get in this thing, it always puckers my butthole a little bit. Man, I don't know if you guys can see the clouds, but this is just a cell of rain back here. Holy cow, that's pretty wild. So, all right, well there you go so far, loading up the loader. We're getting ready to go get a couple piles of dirt up front here. I know it's not gonna be enough, but we can always go get more down the road from our local Site 1, or there's a couple other places that we've got access to some topsoil. So here's this, let's go. not too bad. All right, well, I think we might have to take a quick break here because groceries just got delivered. My mom just got here for dinner. But this is where I'm at so far. This is so fun. I'm gonna grade this out really quick here with the rake. Rain's incoming, so I'm just gonna button this thing up. Grade this out really quick. I'll be seeding it tomorrow. Grade all this out really quick. And then I gotta clean up this whole lane. I have to clean up all of this area with all that, all of this, and then up front here, we're gonna be working on the hardscaping here before you know it, like I said, with Troy Clogg's team. And so everything up here that you guys can see is going to get basically excavated out and cleaned up. So I'm not really gonna fix this whole area for now. But we've got pavers that are gonna come in from the far right. It's going to kind of swoop right up here and then hook back in. We're gonna take the landscape beds all the way around. It's gonna be awesome. Pavers all the way up front with some landscape beds. We've got an elevated bed, and then we're gonna do a natural stone edge all the way around. By the way, this is all the grass that came in from last fall. I know a lot of folks were saying, you know, do a better job grading and, you know, that seed's never gonna take, but not too bad. This looks literally like a golf course. So not too shabby, really grateful and thankful how that came together. I gotta go pluck that sign up front with the forks, fix the camper spot where the camper was, where we spent 12 plus months in our fifth wheel camper up front here. So I gotta fix the turf damage there. And then anywhere that's just kind of speckled and spotted, right? All of this here, I'm gonna do my best to clean all this up here. And of course, the last big project, once the hardscape guys are done, is I'm gonna grade and finish and clean all this out. So there you go. Concrete will be done in about 3 months after these guys get done within the next 6 weeks. And then that should be pretty much done with the front side of the house, which I'm really, really grateful for. But I always thought like building a house would be 6 to 12 month process, doing landscaping, 6 to 12 days. Everything I thought should take days takes weeks. Anything I thought takes weeks should take months. Anything that I thought takes months probably takes years, right? When you're doing a home build. So, all right, that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break, probably reset up for tomorrow. I got about 10 or 20 yards more of dirt that I'm gonna probably grab from either Site 1, Troy Clog, or Luray. And let me take you guys with the rest of this project tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at. All right, if we're halfway through, big thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think so far. And I'm a rookie on all this, all right? I'm learning. I'm first time homeowner, first time loader. I'm learning, all right? All right, so quick little update. Here's where we're at so far. Been grading this out for a good hour and a half maybe at this point. Again, my first time doing any type of dirt work, any type of grading. I mean, literally, I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? all you guys that do this, I'll leave it to the pros, but I guess I can do a little DIY on my own property, right? So, and I'm making this up. I haven't really watched too many dirt videos as well. I have watched a couple of you guys over the years on Instagram and social, but doing it and then pretending like you know what you're doing, two different things, right? So what I did is I took the dirt piles all the way down and backfilled, you know, dragging with the bucket. I feel like it's doing a pretty good job. I am really impressed with the low impact, you know, on the turf with this, you know, 2,800 pound machine. So not too bad. So dumped those piles all the way down like you guys have seen. And I think overall it's not looking too shabby. Like I said at the top of the hour, all this is going to get concreted, the whole driveway. Like I said at the top of the hour, all this is going to get concreted. And so I'm going to wait until I square off everything with the driveway for a little while, probably another 2 months. But all this silt fence that was here, plus all the water that it captured, which was just ridiculous. It felt like it worked in the opposite of what it should have done. All the water would cascade off the property and then come to the silt fence, puddle under the camper, take this line all the way back, and then pool up here in the front of my yard. Like, shout out to the people who designed and engineered silt fences, right? $2,600 to make a pond in my front yard. That makes no sense. The minute the silt fence went out, everything was able to just cascade through the whole front, you know, acre and a half, and just soak into the soil, no problem. So I'm not saying that these things are, you know, related necessarily with the silt fence, but it does prove a point that was a pain in the butt for a while. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get a hard rake on this just to kind of square it off a little bit better. I'll see this here probably later today. I'm probably gonna end up getting another, I'd say 5 or 10 yards, probably delivered. I'm gonna go get the, actually I'll go get it with the dump trailer. Get another 10 yards to clean up the side of my driveway that some of you guys saw that the Amazon folks destroyed over winter. A lady literally cut through my neighbor's property over here, squared like through her driveway, through my backyard into our driveway. Like, there's not a road there, just so we're all clear. So that was an interesting thing to come home to, was a massive pile of mud, security cam footage of a car getting stuck, so that was exciting. Some of you guys heard that drama about 4 months ago, but it is what it is. This whole patch up here is looking a lot better too. Graded all that out best I can. I'm gonna get a hard rake and just kind of clean it up as well. And then I'm gonna go over with all this with some grass seed, and within 2-3 weeks we should have this whole silt fence line cleaned up. The other big part of this silt fence line was when I pulled the silt fence out, all the mud and dirt stuck to the netting because it was pretty ingrained with the thatch layer and the root system, because that silt fence went down about 4 to 6 inches, right? And so when I pulled it all out, all this mud came out with it. So I had this 4-inch trench the whole way down, hence why I needed all the dirt, right? When I'm using the zero turn mower going up and down the property, almost any which way, I'd come to the silt fence line all around the property and just boom, 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 boom. And, you know, almost bottom out the deck and, you know, probably dull out the blade. So this has been on a project list of mine for, I guess, what, 8 months now, 6 months now since we took delivery of the home last November, but finally getting around to doing it today. So let me know what you guys think. Shoot a big thumbs up if you guys enjoy the video. I'm doing my best here. I really enjoy showing you guys what we're doing in the business, but of course, got to touch base once in a while, let you know what's going on in the personal life, right? All right, that being said, let's get some more dirt. I got about another 2 yards over there, see what I can patch in. And then I think I'm gonna have to go to the local supply yard and go get some more dirt. There you go. All right, so over here at Great Deal Products, getting it hooked up. We've got 5 yards of their, what do they call this? Planting mix. It's a 50-50 for these guys, topsoil and compost. So there you go. That's 2. The Cat 914. There you go. Things are going good. If you guys have a 7x14 dump, let me know how many yards you guys can put in here safely and comfortably. He wasn't suggesting to do more than 6 or so. It gets a little heavy, so let me know what you guys are doing. There you go. Of course, I took the machine out and I left my binders in there, so that's great. I'll get those at the end. That's great. All right, back at home. That's 6, and then we got another 6 on the way. And it's easier to just have those guys with their dually, you know, dump truck bring it instead of me just hauling back and forth with the dump trailer, multiple loads.